me doing videos that are soft-spoken because I keep getting that request. So I figured it's my first time, we could just play with some random triggers. I mean, I know I've done soft-spoken where I speak softly for a little while and then I will whisper the rest of the time. So this will be the first time ever that I simply do a soft-spoken video throughout. Although I might whisper randomly. But my intent is to do soft-spoken the whole time. Now I know that's not something that all of you like, and no worries, it's not going to replace whispering, but I do like having variety, so I like options, and I know that when I'm in a different mood, I want something different when it comes to ASMR. And I'll listen to ASMR for loads of different reasons too, like to be relaxed, or satisfying sounds, or background noise so that I don't fall asleep, ironically. Or when I'm having really bad anxiety. That's actually why I started ASMR, was my sister actually enjoys ASMR where you chew on things, like certain things. And that's not my thing. If it's your thing, that's totally cool. To each their own. Like, no judgment. But then she also stumbled upon the fact that there's ASMR like this. And we always loved like satisfying sounds, things like that, so it wasn't that foreign of an idea. And I always had I would play with things all the time beforehand, so I was doing ASMR way before I knew ASMR existed as like a term. But she recommended it to me in the first place because I was having really bad restless leg syndrome, to the point that I would pass out for 15 to 20 minutes at a time for up to 2 hours a night, and that's it. And after about a month of that, I started having hallucinations. And sleep deprivation for me turns very nasty. And what I mean for that is I turn nasty. I get very angry and agitated, and while I don't have outbursts, I'm in a bad mood the whole time. Probably not pleasant to be around. And I know this, so I try not to be around people. And restless leg syndrome is just this crazy sensation that I don't know how to explain. It's like those movies where you see people where they're grabbing their head and they're screaming and freaking out because they're like a comic book maniac. I feel psychotic. Like, for real. Like it's physical, but it's also in my bloodstream, and I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not going to try in this video, but my sister suggested ASMR. It actually helped me feel psychologically better. And then I fell in love with ASMR, and ever since then, obsessed ASMR person. How did you find out about ASMR? I'm curious. tell me in the comment section below, how did you find out about ASMR? Because pretty much everyone I know in real life doesn't know what it is. That didn't sound grammatical. I'm just replaying that sentence over and over again in my head now, and I'm like, I don't know about this. But whatever. But the whole point of that whole thing was that I like variety. And on my channel, I want to offer you the same thing. Hence experimentation with soft spoken. So you'll have to let me know. And I'll probably have to do it a little bit before I get like good at it. Because there's always a learning curve no matter what it is. But that's something I've always been really big on, is starting things and putting it out there for people to see before I know what I'm doing, because I feel like too often we focus on only letting people see us when we're perfect, quote unquote, even though there's no such thing, and only letting people experience what we have to offer when we feel like almost not embarrassed, like we have everything so figured out that we don't need any level of improvement. Like, I'm not making any sense, am I? So you know the quote of how you only see people's end product, you don't see their behind the scenes reel? I want to make sure you see my behind the scenes reel. So I want to make sure people see me failing and struggling and having old terrible videos on my channel. Are terrible. But it's because, I don't know, I feel like we're so concerned on not starting until we look a certain way, and then I think we cheat ourselves out of a lot of realism and scare people into not wanting to be amateurs, because you have to suck epically at something before you can be good at it. So I think we do ourselves a big disservice by only seeing the end result and pretending that we're perfect, because none of us are. And I don't just mean you do others a disservice, you do yourself a disservice. And I don't mean you, I'm just saying people in general. Because if you're afraid to look stupid or foolish or be embarrassed by a mess up, then that's going to hold you back from doing pretty much anything you could succeed at. Because instead of being like, yeah, I want to work on this, you're going to be nervous for anyone to see you slip up or make a mistake or look goofy. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I want to be able to fall on my face where people can see me and to know that I'm still good enough, because everybody does that. I want to be able to misspeak and change my mind and be treated like a kind human being still, with dignity and respect and compassion, because that's what I want all of us to experience. Because none of us are ever going to come out of the gate perfect at everything. None of us are going to come out of the gate perfect at anything. sure it will take quite a few videos of me doing soft spoken for me to get good at it. But I don't mind messing up for you to see. I don't mind getting comments that say this is terrible. I really thought that would bother me because I used to be such a people pleaser. But I don't know. I guess I tend not to be a people pleaser in the direction of being good enough for others, but more, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, used to be. I've been to therapy and support groups and stuff like that, so I don't hurt myself as often to try and make others feel better. Which is a whole bucket of worms we are not going to touch on today. Like, I really thought I would be very easily upset with nasty comments or DMs or something. You know, if you start a YouTube channel, you're putting yourself out there. And while I don't think that gives people permission to be jerks, they're going to regardless. So I went into it knowing that I would have to deal with a fair amount of criticism or negative feedback. And I'm surprised that I don't get very much. I mean, it might be that I have a very small channel, but I'd like to say that it's just there are so many amazing people that I have found and met, and it's surprisingly easy for me to ignore the ones that are mean. So far, knock on wood. I wonder if it's because I'm a writer, and so I've sent out a bajillion queries, and you get just rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection, saying your writing isn't good enough, this story needs this story needs that, the voice is bad, the style is bad, this isn't my flavor, I like this, but it's obvious you're not ready yet. Like, you get so much feedback, and it's all, it's criticism, but it's constructive criticism. But, you know, when you first get it, it's still somebody saying, no, I don't like this. And it's really vulnerable. Like, writing is so vulnerable. You are just ripping yourself open and exposing yourself to everyone that then reads it. And it can be painful. And so maybe I just have a thick skin from having done that a lot since I was a kid. I wrote since I was a wee mongrel. Like before kindergarten, I knew I wanted to be a writer, and I was writing. Which is funny because I didn't start reading until junior high. I went straight into Anne Rice, Dean Koontz, and Stephen King, and like became an obsessed, crazy reading person. But yeah, I think the thick skin comes from being a writer because you know you're setting yourself up for rejection, like immediately. Like, you only need one yes. Someone that blazingly loves your work and wants to agent it and then present it to publishers, but you have to get through a lot of no's. So I think that may be why when I get nasty comments, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't take it personally and I don't feel bad. It's interesting. That is not a challenge for you to try to hurt me. has kind of turned into a chill chat video, huh? I've just been yammering the whole time. Okay, well, you're doomed. This is now a chill chat video. Oh, I just cracked my toes. I don't know if I should leave it in or not. I do that a lot. I crack my toes. I do it while I'm asleep. Apparently I do a lot while I'm asleep. Okay. You guys have to comment, please, and tell me if you do these things or not. I need to know if it's just me. But, by the way, I'm sorry I'm slouching, but my back is just killing me today. So, you're stuck with the slouching, Daphne. I'm sorry. Kind of. Actually, I'm not sorry. Probably doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing, but my back is gonna break. Besides, it's not about what I look like, it's about the sounds. But anyhow, I don't just talk in my sleep. I mean, I'm pretty normal with that. I mumble and you can't tell what I'm saying. But apparently, I hum in my sleep. I sing in my sleep. I laugh in my sleep. And then I do the crazy things like this. When I was a kid, I would sleepwalk. I think the scariest thing I did while sleepwalking was what is that in the view of the camera? I don't know. Okay, there it is. Anyhow. I was real young and I took scissors and walked out the front door in the middle of the night while asleep. I mean, I don't remember it, but my family was panicked. And then the rest of my weirdness while I'm asleep is sabotaging myself. When I was in high school, I legit did this. I'm not making this up. And I say that because it sounds so unrealistic. Like, how could you possibly do that? But I had this pair of gloves that I left, like the ones that like start here and go to like here, you know? Because I get cold really easily when it's cold. So I love wearing stuff like that. I got up in the middle of the night, and at this point in time I lived in a house, and I had my own bedroom, and I went and found my gloves out of my drawer. So first of all, I opened and closed a drawer, and then somehow, and I didn't find them for months, it was months later that I found my gloves. I hid them from myself, I don't know why. And I woke up in the middle of in the morning and I was gonna wear them and I couldn't remember where I put them. And I was like, okay, I must have just misplaced them. But then it went on for months and I couldn't find them. And I would do things like this in my sleep. So I was like, I must have hid them while I was asleep. And a couple months later, I cleaned out my trash can. Like, I pulled the bag out of the actual physical trash can. And what do you know? They were my gloves. So I had pulled the bag, like the whole bag of trash, out of the trash can, put my gloves in it, put the whole bag of trash can back in there, and then put the lid back on in my sleep. Very frustrating. Last week, a much more mundane experience, although I keep earplugs in my ears. For a certain reason I will not name right now because you want to be relaxed and sleeping, or just relaxed and enjoying. If you follow me on Twitter, you know why. I wear earplugs at night. If not, just ask me on Twitter. I'll answer you. It was terrible. I woke up and I had taken my earplugs out and put them back in the little baggie and closed it. Didn't wake up. Which is weird, because if you know me, you know I am a light sleeper. Like, so light. I wake up to the sound of anything. Do you do anything weird like that when you sleep? It's weird. It's really weird, but I do it. Anyway, I do want to do a video with trigger words and trigger sounds, like things like that. But I want to know what words you guys like. Like the popular ones like chocolate, coconut. But I also love things like peach tree, tick-tock, click, clock, click, clack. Let's see, what other words do I like? Trigger words. I really like that sound. I don't know why, but I do it all the time. Like if you lived with me, you would hear all the time. If I ever remember to keep clips of video where I forget that it's still recording while I'm waiting for like an airplane to go over or something, you'll see. I'm not lying. I'll be like messing with things, making faces, doing that, tapping on things. I'll do that while I'm waiting in real life. What words do you guys like, or what sounds? And I tend to stick to dry mouth sounds. I don't like it when you can hear a lot of saliva moving around in your mouth. But I think that's just because I have that, oh gosh, what is it called? That thing where certain sounds make you angry and disgust you. Like, I mean, I have no problem with the person doing it, just the sound triggers me, and I'm like, eh. But I'm pretty strange about things like that. If I sneeze in real life, I get angry. Like sneezing, I get angry, like aggressive angry. Like I want to pitch a fit like I'm a toddler and punch a hole in the wall. And I have to be like, Daphne, why are you angry over sneezing? It's very strange, I know. Anybody else do that? Like I don't think about it. It's just sneeze, anger. And I'm like, this is the weirdest. But, you know. But yeah, what trigger words do you guys like, or trigger sounds? Let me know in the comments below as well. I also have another question. What about videos where I breathe, or where you can hear me blowing on the mic? Do you like hearing me breathe, if it's on purpose and like slow? And when I blow on the mic, is it irritating for you to hear the actual air coming out of my mouth and not just the sound on the mic? I'm curious, because you can angle it and blow light enough that it doesn't. You don't pick up on the actual air coming from the person. This is the weirdest conversation. ASMR is weird, dude. But I love it. So, I mean, weird is kind of my thing, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I have another question too. What about videos where like we have a chill chat, but I don't do any trigger sounds. Like we just chat. It's gonna look terrible. I don't ever brush my hair. I'm not kidding. I don't brush my hair at all. It doesn't tingle. And so like I don't brush it because then it gets like all not, I don't know. Like it takes all the body out of it. See? Yeah, anyway. Oh, I'll have to get a dummy head in a wig. I mean, if I can save the planet. Oh yeah, just FYI. I don't have a job anymore. So all of the money that I have for ASMRing comes from my Patreon. So if you could spare $3 a month, that would be fantastic. If not, zero guilt. Like zero guilt. Life is hard. But yeah. Anywho. I love doing ASMR so much. It's the weirdest thing I know. I'm actually enjoying doing roleplays a lot. but I have to save up for the props, so yeah. I don't like medical role plays though, just because I've been in and out of doctors and hospitals ever since I was a wee munchkin. So, doctor and medical role plays, I just feel uncomfortable. And it's not that the ASMR artist isn't good at it, it's that I associate it with all of the doctor's offices and tests and everything that I've had to do since I was a munchkin. Which is not enjoyable to me. I actually got into role playing from D&D. I started doing D&D about 3 months ago, once a week. So my friends got me into it. And I did the test. What D&D character would you be test? The one with like 150 questions or something. And I like really in depth took it. I was like, I want to answer these honestly. So it said I would be a 5th level paladin, human, or like the next species that I would have been was half elf. And then the next one would have been a dwarf. And if I hadn't been a paladin, the next one I would have been was a bard cleric. Which is funny because my sister took the test and she's doing D&D with me as well. And the test said she's a bard cleric. And I'm like, that would have been what I would have been if I wasn't a paladin. It's hilarious to me. But anyway, yeah. And like, I guess I had really high scores too. For like like my charisma is 19. The one right above it is 18. I got another 18 and then a 14 and a 17 and yeah, but anyway, I guess I had good scores. Like I didn't know what any of that was until doesn't it bother you when you hear that? Like let me know please in the comments below. I typically edit that out, but I won't be able to because I was talking in the middle of it. But let me know if those sounds irritate you. I just foolishly assumed they would and always edited them out. Which isn't very nice because I should ask you instead. Like I wouldn't do it on purpose, but like does it irritate you and like you hear it in a video and you're like, oh gosh, don't do that, please. Like is it cringy to you? I don't very often wear lip gloss actually. But I put on eyeliner today, like eyeliner under too, which I've never done before. I did the Danica roleplay. I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And I actually like it. But yeah, I wanted to balance it out with like a little bit of glossiness on my lips so it's like balanced, but I'm not big into blush or like lipstick on me. I just, meh. Then again, I think I need to learn how to do lipstick better. I never was like into makeup, I don't know. I do want to do a wood compilation video soon. I love wood triggers. And then I think I would do a couple wood compilation ones. One where I include tapping, one where there's no tapping, and then like one with talking and one without. Because I know some people love tapping and some people are like, shh, no, stop with the tapping. I'm trying to pay more attention and not put tapping in all of my videos now. Because if you look through my videos, a lot of them have tapping. Although I went through like a phase where I didn't tap in videos for like months in a row, so well, it's probably evened out. I don't know. But I have better quality videos now because of the camera. So, I don't know. gosh. What is that you are seeing? I don't like it. That's a good scratchy sound. There were a lot of questions in this video. I feel like I should write them all down for you. But we know I'll never remember to do that. I actually feel bad about that. Like the fact that I'll be like, I'll put it in the description below and I forget. The only thing I ever remember is if I'm talking about someone else, like a product or their channel or something I really love. Like, and when I say product, I just mean something I like and use. I've never been sponsored. I'll remember to link them, but I never remember to link or talk in the description box about what I tell you I will. It's just whatever I'm feeling that day ends up in the description box. But yeah, let me know if like this more laid back, what's the word I'm looking for? More personal, oh my gosh, what's the word? I was gonna try to say, oh my gosh, what's the word? If I remember, I will name the video, put it in the description, because that's gonna drive me insane. Do you ever just have a word that you can't remember, or you'll see someone in a movie or a TV show, and you're like, I've seen him in something before, and then you go insane trying to figure it out? I do this often. And it drives me insane. Anyway, I got into role-playing because I like D&D and it made me like inspired. It also hit like my writerly vibes. Written in too long. I've actually been having a really hard time with my writing. So I'm glad that I got into D&D because it got me excited to roleplay, which is starting to get me more interested again in writing. I have all these interesting characters and ideas, and I'm like, Like when it comes to writing, my issue isn't characters. I always have the characters. My issue is figuring out what story I want to put them in. I didn't used to have that problem. I've written like 4 or 5 full-length novels and edited them multiple times. And I had 2 agents tell me to re-query them. Like, I just needed to work on the craft and stuff like that. I was really young. I was like, I don't know. But, yeah. Anywho. I'm really liking D&D. It's fun. It's goofy. I like that I get to be goofy. And I like that it's gotten me into role-playing on ASMR too. Especially since it's characters that I've written. So it gets me more excited to, like, work with them. Although Danica's not a character I've written. Vada is. And another character you'll be seeing who I'm just waiting on props to get here in the mail and to be able to afford some more props. And then you will see these characters. Not with a fake accent though. Like, I can't do fake accents. It's terrible. I sound horrible. I think anyway. My worst nightmare would be someone like Russian or Irish or English to watch a video with a fake accent and it'd be like, "You disgrace, Mother Russia. We drink vodka and then kill you." I'd be like, okay, I'll die. Just take me. I would feel bad. Like, I don't ever want about his language. But anyway, so this has been the most rambly chill chat video ever. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble while I slouched. Wow, I never moved these out of the way. Okay. Awesome. You've just been staring at them. Fantastic. I should get another one of these and give it to my dog. He doesn't like know it's a dog toy because he's never seen it. Except the one time my brother was like, "Squeak! Is this for the dog?" And I was like, "No, it's for ASMR." And he was like, so then we had to give him a treat, which just tortured our dog, really. I think I've told you this already, but oh well. Does that sound weird to you? I'm not gonna try and make it again because now that I'm thinking about it, I'll make it way too loud. But yeah, I like that sound. I mean, I don't do things if I know they ignore them, like or annoy people. I'm not donkey. Like, I'm not like making sounds just to annoy people. Like, if I know something annoys someone in real life, I'll stop doing it, obviously. But, you know, unless you're in my house, and I'm like, excuse me, this is where I live. Well, not that I live in a house, I live in an apartment, but does that really matter for the point of this conversation? But anyway, I get wigged out when I hear birds the first time outside because I'm like, was that a dog? Was that a person? And I'm like, that did not sound like either. Calm down. Okay, so I've been rambling on for like eons. So I think I'm gonna shut up now. And would you mind answering any of those 20 gazillion questions down there for me, please? It actually would be really helpful. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I know I say that a lot, but I really do. I really believe that we all enjoy or deserve to enjoy our days. Like, I don't believe any of us is born without a purpose. And I think a big purpose of life is to live the life we want to live and be who we are and enjoy it in a healthy, loving manner. Yeah, anyway. Okay, I will stop talking now, and I will see you, my lovely, lovely crazies. I don't know, the next day you see me in a video. So eloquent, I know.